Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew. Finale of Entitlement this week. Normally what I do for these is I write down what is essentially an open letter. And I read it to you guys, and you guys listen or you don't, which is, that's your choice. Thank you for those who do, and if you don't, hey, that's cool. I'll see you in the next one. I have been run so ragged this week and stretched so thin. I really haven't had much time. I should have filmed this video over a week ago, and I haven't had time to sit down until now. So it is what it is. Truth be told, I'm going to be talking about, there's a lot going on in my life right now. That's not great. Not so much for me, but people around me, and I'm going to be talking about that soon. But I didn't write an open letter, obviously, for this one. I just didn't have time, and so instead, what I'm going to do is I have a lot of thoughts in my head. I'm going to try and coalesce them into a decent video, which could be interesting because I just keep having things. Oh, you should say this, say this, say this. Hopefully, I can just and get through it. All right. I want to bring you back in time. My first ever video. I can't remember the title offhand. Something like "Respect is ... or "Respect is the answer." I can't remember. It's basically the first video after my introduction to my channel videos. I did 3 introduction to my channel videos, and then that was the first one I did. Basically, 6 months before I started my channel, I was writing out thoughts, and I actually do this. I'll either write them out on a piece of paper or I'll actually type them. It helps me deal with the thoughts and get them out, basically, because otherwise they just stick in my brain. Things were bugging me at that point about where society was going, and I've been seeing this since university. It seems like, and although this is not true, it seems like every time there is like a metaphorical fork in the road where it's like, this is disaster, don't go this way, this is how we lead humanity to greatness, humanity runs down this road like this. It's not true, but it seems like that's the case, and so I've been wondering for a while, why is society going, why are we as humans, why is humanity, why is society going this way? And I always had small reasons, but I never had an all-encompassing answer to that. And I think I actually found the all-encompassing answer, and that's basically what I was writing down in that as part of that video. And the answer is an erosion of, well, I said the answer at the time was an erosion of respect. I later want to add empathy as well, so an erosion of respect and empathy. If you look at any issue right now, a lot of it stems from that. Maybe it's not everything stems from that, but a lot of it does. If you look at every single series I've done, to this day, the answer is bringing back respect and empathy for others. I wish I had planned that out. I didn't. I have a list of series I want to do, and I'm like, ooh, let's do this one. I wish that was a plan, but in a way that suggests that maybe I'm on the right path here. Maybe there's something to that respect and empathy thing. And entitlement is no different. One of the best ways to help entitled people become less entitled is to teach them to empathize with others and to respect others. I was talking to people outside of the YouTube sphere, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing empathy, and they're like, oh, remind people of the golden rule. Now, I've always known only one golden rule. Whoever has the gold makes the rules. But I know what they're talking about. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Again, respect. And respect goes a long way. If you show respect, Uh, Unfortunately, you don't always get it back, but a lot of the time you do. When I'm dealing with someone, even if I don't know this person, I know a lot of people are like, well, you have to earn respect. You're absolutely right. I agree with you there. However, I will lend you a little bit of respect. As soon as I meet you, I will lend you a little bit of respect. Now, you have to prove you earn that respect, or I just take it back. So you can do one of three things. You can earn way more respect from me. I can say, okay, well that respect is a good level for you, or I could say, no, you're not worth any respect. And your actions are going to make that decision. It's not me really who makes that choice. It's your actions that make that choice. But like every series I've done, it fits. Even the environmental one. Respect the fact that this is our only home. We need to leave a good place for future generations. Now, a lot of people are seeing the levels of entitlement these days and are getting overwhelmed, and I can understand that. I have in the past, like even as I'm doing this series, and even as I'm looking at things that I haven't necessarily thought about when it comes to entitlement before. Yeah, I get it. It's overwhelming, and it's a little depressing. Unfortunately, we're not in a good place. That being said, don't give up. To those people, and it's probably people potentially watching this video, I am aware that I am probably preaching to the choir here. Entitled people aren't going to realize that there's an issue. Why would I watch a video on entitlement? I'm not entitled. I don't know what you're talking about. People who disagree are less likely to watch videos because, God forbid, they open their minds. So I am preaching to the choir a lot of the time. So I'm going to preach to the choir, as it were. Don't give up. I know a lot of people deal with people in their lives that are deeply entitled, and it's I don't even know how to describe it. I have a direct family member that's not only entitled, but probably, although not diagnosed, has narcissistic personality disorder, which is like a high end of narcissism, and it's draining. I think it's exhausting, it's draining, it's irritating, you want to pull your hair out. I get it. Stay strong. Don't fall into the trap. Well, and it is a big trap. Well, they seem to be getting whatever they want, and they're entitled. Why shouldn't I just be entitled too? They seem to be. But at some point, they will hit a wall, or they'll get to a low of a low because of entitlement. Entitled people push people away. They pretend they're happy, but I don't think they really are. A lot of them. There's always exceptions, but don't give up. Keep fighting the good fight. It's funny. I hate this argument when it comes to really any issue, but the environmental issue is the best way to describe this, right? So it's like, if China is gonna pollute the air no matter what, why should my country try and fix their air? China's just gonna pollute. Okay, maybe China does pollute, but if other countries do a really good job of reducing their emissions, then the world is still a better place at the end of the day. The world is still better. Yes, China's still going to pollute, fine, great. But if America decides, hey, let's reduce our emissions as low as possible, that's going to offset China, and the world's going to be better. One person reducing their emissions for a year is better. One person, although a lot of times you're told, oh, one person can't change the world, I don't think that's actually true. I think one person can, and I've seen it happen. I try to do small, things to help other people when I can. If I see a homeless person, I'll buy them a meal. If I'm able to, I'll do small random acts of kindness. I have seen others be influenced to do good because someone else is doing good. And maybe that just helps a small little section of society, but isn't that better? Isn't that better than nothing? We may not be able to change the world completely. I don't think we will, but maybe we can make it a little bit better for everyone around us. Maybe we can make it better for our city, maybe our province or state, maybe our country. I think we need to start realizing that every increment of change helps. And that is very true, and that is true when it comes to entitlement. That is true when it comes to almost every issue. So don't fall into that trap of, oh well, it's useless because everyone's doing it, and they're getting what they want. They may be getting what they want in the short term, but in the long term they're paying for it tenfold. So is it worth it? Yeah, I think that we're going to be at a point. I don't know when that's going to be, but I think a lot of people are getting fed up with stuff, and I think soon it's going to be enough is enough, and I think we're going to have to change. That being said, there is an old phrase. I don't even know where it came from, but it's very true. Hard times make hard people. Hard people make soft times. Soft times make soft people. Soft people make hard times. And the cycle continues. We've had soft times for a while. We have very soft people now. You and I both know. We see it every day. So unfortunately, hard times are coming. But just because times are hard does not mean that we should, give up what we believe is right. And in fact, we need to fight for that more than ever now. The world is going to need help, and anything you can do to help, that will be, I'm sure, greatly appreciated. It may not be in the short term, but if no one else appreciates it, let me tell you this right now, I appreciate any good you do in this world. So that's it for me for this one, and I will see you in the next video. I'm not sure when that's going to be. This will be the last video this week. I'm not sure if I'm releasing this on Wednesday or Friday, and then the next one will be next week. Until then, I'll see you. Have a good day and keep up the good fight. Bye-bye.